Game week 19 is finally done, a game week that could have gone worse than it already is for my team. Heading into the game week, I transferred out Darwin Nunez, who returned 8 points against Burnley, and I brought in Erling Haaland, who didn't play a single minute against Everton. I had two Newcastle defenders in my team who returned a single point between them after losing 3-1 at home against Nottingham Forest. I had Kyle Walker in defense, who returned 2 points, Gabriel, who returned only a single point after conceding 2 goals at home against West Ham United, Petrovic, who I brought in replacing Pickford, returning 3 points, Bukayo Saka in midfield 2 points after a blank at home against West Ham United, and Mo Salah, who was my captain, only returning 6 points after a blank against Burnley. So on overall, it was a very disappointing game week, which was rather saved by Joao Pedro, who returned 16 points in game week 19. So I went into the game week on about 1.6 million. I'm currently on about 1.8 million. Considering the bad decisions that I've made and the underperforming players that I have in my team, I'll take that small red arrow. Look forward to game week 20 and hopefully we can make better decisions going forward. This is how my team currently looks for game week 20 without making any changes. I have Lucas Dean, who is currently flagged with a hamstring injury, Mitoma, who is also flagged with an ankle injury, and Erling Haaland, who I brought in, still injured, and chances are he may not get involved in game week 20 when Man City play at home against Sheffield United. At the moment, I'm looking to downgrade Mitoma and then upgrade Lucas Dean to another asset. With Mitoma, I was looking at Garnacho as the first replacement option. At 4.7 million and only selected by 3.5% of managers, Manchester United played Nottingham Forest in game 20, they have Tottenham Hotspur in game 21, Wolves in game 22, and then they play West Ham United in game 23. Unfortunately, Garnacho is not consistent enough with points. I wouldn't really back him playing against Nottingham Forest with a low block. I'd actually expect him to get me some returns in game 21 when they play against Tottenham Hotspur, because I think United do play well with a team that plays a high line that leaves so much space for players like Garnacho and Rashford to exploit. So with Garnacho at 4.7, I'm looking at him as a bargain and a differential pick that I'll comfortably bench if I think he's not going to get me points in a certain game. So first, I'm looking at Garnacho as a replacement option if I transfer out Mitoma. The second option that I'm looking at as a possible replacement option is Michael Olise. At 5.8 million and selected by 0.7% of managers, he's on penalties and plays Brentford at home in game 20. He has Arsenal in game 21, Sheffield United in game 22, and then plays Brighton in game 23. He's returned in the last 3 games, returning 9 points against Manchester City in game 17, 6 points against Brighton in game 18, and 9 points in game 19 playing against Chelsea. With Olise, I think he's someone that I'm looking at as a differential option. With a good fixture in game 20, I would happily bench him in game 21 when he plays against Arsenal, but I'll probably look forward to playing him against Sheffield United at home in game 22. I'm currently leaning towards bringing in Olise rather than Garnacho because I think Olise has a higher ceiling, and considering that he's on penalties as well, there's high chances that he can get me returns in the next few games. So at the moment, Olise is the one that I'm looking at as a possible Mitoma replacement heading into game 20. When I make that downgrade from Mitoma to either Garnacho or Olise, I'm looking to upgrade Lucas Dean to someone like Alex Moreno. Moreno at 5.0 million and only selected by 0.7% of managers, he plays against Burnley at home in game 20, he has Everton in game 21, plays Newcastle in game 22, and then has Sheffield United in game 23. A very good run of fixtures for Aston Villa in the next few game weeks. We expect them to do very well at home against Burnley in game 20, even though they didn't really perform very well against United in game 19. The next few game weeks we can expect some good returns, so Moreno is someone that I'm looking at the moment as a replacement for the injured Lucas Dean. I'm also looking at Estupinian, who's only returned from injury and scoring a goal against Tottenham Hotspur in game 19. He plays West Ham United in game 20, Wolves in game 21, Luton in game 22, and then Crystal Palace in game 23. I think with Estupinian at 4.9, I would wait a game week to see if he's really fit. I think that West Ham United fixture is not easy, but the fixtures from game 21 when they play against Wolves, Luton, and then Crystal Palace are fixtures that I could really try and target those Brighton defenders because they're not really likely to keep any clean sheets, but rather with Estupinian we're expecting those attacking returns. So he's also someone that I'm looking at, but I'll probably wait a game week before I bring him into my team. So at the moment, Lucas Dean to another Aston Villa asset in Moreno is on the cards. With those changes, this is how I'm looking to set my team up in game 20. I will have Petrovic in goal, who plays away against Luton, In defense, I'll have Kyle Walker, who plays at home against Sheffield United, Gabriel, who plays away against Fulham, and Alex Moreno, who plays at home against Burnley. In midfield, I'll go with Cole Palmer returning from suspension playing at home against Luton, Bukayo Saka playing away against Fulham, Mo Salah at home against Newcastle, Anthony Gordon playing away against Liverpool, and Olise, who plays at home against Brentford. And up front, I'll have Joao Pedro, who plays away against West Ham United, and Ollie Watkins, who plays at home against Burnley. On my bench, Areola at home against Brighton, Fabian Schär and Botman playing away against Liverpool, and Erling Haaland, who plays at home against Sheffield United. I'll probably just start Haaland just in case he plays, but I'll probably just go with a 3-5-2 formation with Haaland just in the team in case he gets involved against Sheffield United, which is highly unlikely, but this is how my team is set to look heading into Game Week 20. And the captaincy is currently in the air. I'm looking at Mo Salah and Ollie Watkins in my team as my two captaincy options. I would really love to go with Watkins playing at home against Burnley, even though he disappointed me in that game week when I trusted him against Sheffield United. I think Burnley is another good shout that we can expect Aston Villa to do very well in. So Watkins is the one that currently has my captaincy, but I think Mo Salah against Newcastle at home is a very big shout. I'd really love to go with my guts and captain Watkins, even though I think it's a bit risky, but I think it's a decision that I'll leave and make closer to the deadline. This is what my team should look like come the deadline for Game Week 20, and if you made it this far, please do leave a like on this video if you find it helpful in any way. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.